We will learn about 50 quiz questions about the human eye in this video. 1. What is the clear, thin membrane that covers part of the front surface of the eye and the inner surface of the eyelids? Conjunctiva. 2. What is the white part of the eye that surrounds the cornea and forms more than 80% of the surface area of the eyeball? Sclera. 3. What is the clear front surface of the eye and it lies directly in front of the iris and pupil, and it allows light to enter the eye? Cornea of the eye. 4. What is the pigmented middle layer of the eyeball and it has 3 segments, the iris, the ciliary body and the choroid? Uvea of the eye. 5. What is the opening in the center of the iris and allow light to enter the eye so it can be focused on the retina to begin the process of sight? Pupil. 6. What is the sensory membrane that lines the inner surface of the back of the eyeball and it's composed of several layers, including one that contains specialized cells called photoreceptors? Retina. What is the most sensitive spot in the center of the light-sensitive retina in the back of the eye and responsible for visual acuity, central vision and color vision? Macula lutea, more commonly called the macula. 8. What is the middle layer of tissue in the wall of the eye, and it's found between the sclera, the whites of the eyes, and the retina, the light-sensitive tissue in the back of the eye? Choroid. What is an important part of the eye's anatomy that allows the eye to focus on objects at varying distances, and it is located behind the iris and in front of the vitreous body? Lens of the eye, also called the crystalline lens. 10. What is a circular structure in the eye that is connected to the iris and is located directly behind it, and it produces the aqueous fluid inside the eye? Ciliary body of the eye. 11. Which muscles are attached to the outside of the eyeball and enable the eyes to move in all directions of sight? Extrinsic eye muscles, also called extraocular muscles. 12. Which muscle control near focusing and how much light enters the eye? Intrinsic eye muscles. 13. What is the clear, watery fluid inside the front of the eye, and it works by bringing nutrients to the eye, and by maintaining the eye's normal pressure and shape? Aqueous humor. 14. What is the nerve that carries information from the eye to the brain? Optic nerve. 15. What is a tiny depression or pit in the macula, a small structure located in the center of the retina, the light-sensitive tissue that lines the back of the eye? Fovea centralis. 16. What is the portion of the conjunctiva that covers the anterior part of the sclera, and it stops at the junction between the sclera and cornea? It does not cover the cornea? Bulbar conjunctiva. 17. What do you call the colored part of your eye? Iris. What is the most common disease affecting the health of the optic nerve? Glaucoma. What part of the eye is affected by cataracts? Lens of the eye. 20. What is the effect of myopia? You can see things up close, but not far away. 21. Anisocoria means that you have a part of one eye bigger or smaller than the same part in the other. Which part of the eye is this? Pupil. Which of the 4 lobes of the brain is primarily responsible for vision? Occipital lobe. Which eye disorder causes an opacity in the lens, which if left uncured, may blind you? Cataracts. 24. What pigment is found in the iris that determines eye color? Melanin. 25. The inflammation of the lacrimal gland that produces tears is called what? Dacryotonitis. If you have pink eye, What part of your eye is affected? Conjunctiva. 27. What is the effect of hyperopia or hypermetropia? You can see things far away, but not up close. The leading cause of visual impairment worldwide is refractive error. What is a refractive error? A condition where light does not focus properly on the retina. Why did humans keep their eyebrows when they lost most of their other body hair? Protection. The eyebrow protects the eye from sweat, rain and small items. 30. What is hordeolum externum commonly called? SI. Inflammation of the eyelids. Your doctor says you have an orbital ecchymosis. What would your best friend call it? A black eye. 32. There is an eye condition called presbyopia. What is the literal meaning of the word? Aging eye. What is the correct order of the primary visual pathway in the brain? Retina, lateral geniculate nucleus, LGN, striate cortex V1. 34. What is clouding of the lens of the eye called? Cataract. 35. How many muscles control the movement of the eye? 6. There are 4 ecti muscles, inferior, superior, lateral and medial in each eye. These 4 muscles control horizontal, up and downward gaze. There are 2 oblique muscles in each eye and they control torsional movement of the eyes. 36. What is the drooping of upper eyelid called? Ptosis. 37. What part of the eye is affected by blepharitis? The eyelids and lashes. People who are totally blind frequently suffer from non-24. What is non-24? A disorder of the circadian rhythms. 39. What eye tissue can be transplanted? Cornea. 40. What cells allow you to see in the dark? Rod cells. 41. What are the photoreceptor cells in the eyes that are most involved in helping you see color? Cones. 42. What is conjunctivitis also known as? Pinkeye. What is the name of the handheld optical instrument that can be used to determine the refractive error in the eye? Retinoscope. Astigmatism is a common condition. It is caused by an irregular curvature of which part of the eye? Cornea. 45. What wavelengths of light can be detected by the human eye? 400–700 nanometers. 46. The eye has a lot of clear gel-like substance. It occupies the space behind the lens and in front of the retina at the back of the eye. This substance is made of water, collagen, salt and sugar. What is this known as? Vitreous humor. 47. What is the blind spot of the eye? A small area of the retina where the optic nerve enters the eye. 48. What is a very thin, 8 to 14 microns, and dense fibrous sheet of connective tissue that forms the transition between the corneal epithelium and the underlying stroma? Bowman's layer. 49. As people get older, a white ring often develops in the periphery of the cornea. What is the name of condition? Arcus senilis, also called corneal arcus. 50. What is the medical term for having 2 different colored eyes? Heterochromia. Learn terminologies with MJM.